Ann Andrell, and I'm here with Tia Tormen and C.K. Stone to discuss their new book, Hidden Design, The Prophecy. So I see we're sitting here in your incognito. Do you want to give a little bit of info about why you're not showing your face to this interview?
That's a secret.
Well, I guess that's why it's incognito then, right? It's not a secret, it's hidden.
It's hidden. It's hidden, and that was the design.
Ah, and there we have the entire, and thank you very much for your support, and have a great day. So first I have to say that I thoroughly enjoyed the book. I was very excited to have the opportunity to sit here and discuss this with you. I personally read about 50 books a month, and I have to say what's refreshing is this is original, and it gives you something new to focus on, and I really, really enjoyed that about it. It's kind of a surprise to have that happen, you know, after reading so many books. Was that the original title you had for it, Hidden Design, or did that come as the book progressed?
No, that was the original title. We added the prophecy after we decided to add a second book.
Okay. What I enjoyed is that you gave hints about the book without giving a lot of things away. When you began the book, did you have the same basic storyline, or did that kind of change as it went along too?
Most of the book had been reasonably, well, at least the first half of the book, had originally been plotted out. We had it, we broke it down into chapters. We had this happening in this chapter, that happening in this chapter, another thing happening in another chapter. We kind of moved stuff back and forth as the storyline progressed, but at least for the first half of the book, it was very much what it was. When we got to the latter parts of the book, we were creating a lot more organically, and Tia and I would have discussions. Tia would say, we need to do this to Mickey, the main character. And she would say, we need to have this happen to her. And I would sit there and say, no, can't be done. Can't do it. Nope, absolutely not. Doesn't make sense. There's no way we can put together the motivation, work it into the scene, and have it make any kind of sense whatsoever.
Never say never to me.
And we would sit there and talk about other things for about, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then I would say, okay, here's how it has to happen. And that's where we would go back and forth, and we would say, okay, we could do this, or we could do this. We could build it this way, we could build it that way. And it really worked out in a very collaborative way, that we would build the scenes and have the plot progress.
And just feed off of each other.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask you. You know, was it mostly collaboration, or did you guys have separate parts of the book that you worked on specifically?
Well, we travel a lot, so we spend a lot of time in the car, and all of that time seeing nothing but highway stretching in front of you really makes it easy to like converse about things, you know, and really like hear each other out on ideas that we had for, you know, progressing the plot lines and working out problems that we saw and finding the problems so that we could fix them.
So, knowing just a little about the both of you, and I think I already know the answer to this question, which of the scenes, if any, were inspired by actual events?
I don't know the last question, it's your turn.
Well, I know that Tia's...
No.
Were any of them inspired by actual events?
Yours, yeah. I'll tell you 2 words. 2 words. 2 words.
Okay.
I know the 2 words.
He knows the 2 words. You don't want to say them for?
Well,
Okay, I go wiper blades.
Oh, sorry, I had to applaud. Yes, that was my personal break moment.
Nice.
Wiper blade.
Wiper blades.
I mean,
that would be my new safe word. No, that wouldn't be safe at all. That would be not safe.
I'm glad glad you enjoyed my wiper blades.
I thought you were going to say.
Really, your wiper blades are the best wiper blades I've ever encountered.
Did,
So how do you actually say Adveni, and where did it come from?
It's pronounced Adveni.
Adveni.
Okay. And is that something special that came from somewhere, or just from your minds, or?
One of the first words that we made up was the word stelidi to describe people who do not have magical abilities.
Right.
It was pointed out by Tia, 3 weeks ago. You know that stelidi's a real word, right?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it is a real Latin word.
It is Latin.
I-
It basically means stupid.
Oh, well, that's not.
But I thought I had made it up. I took the word stolid, which you understand the word stolid,
Right.
and added the I to the end and said, there's a Latin sounding word, stolidi. Yeah, it means
It is Latin.
non-magical. And it turns out, yeah, it is Latin and it does mean stupid or dull. We
Yeah.
went through and we said the original thing that we called the people who had the magic was the folk, because if you go to any tribe of people, they call themselves the people, the folk, the human beings. That's what they call themselves. That's what their name for themselves is, and that's why it made sense to me. But I was overruled.
I hated the folk. I hated that term. It just was so not exciting. It just, to me, it left so much to be desired that I said we need to come up with a different name for these people. There's
Well, I like it. It is
And how did you do
interesting,
it, Tia?
and kind of gives you something to play with in your mind over and over whenever it's said. So that's a good one. I also really enjoyed some of the other words that you put in there. My favorite is poke. I love that. I love that without maybe giving away necessarily what it is and what it's done. How did it come about? I love that.
That's how it came about. It was to
poke somebody. Yeah.
Well, now you have to give a teeny bit of information why that's important.
it's a communication device.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, because I thought that was just so cute. When I read that, I thought, wow, that's perfect. How did you get it? And that's kind of what I thought.
Here's actually how we got it. At the auction house, when she's trying to win this thing, I took a look at it and I said, why? What does it mean? What is it for? There has to be something more to this item than it just being
What
this
it is.
item. Can't we give it some significance, some special meaning, make something happen with it? So she goes to this auction and she's bidding on this item, but in the end, like, what was the meaning of this item? You know, if she gets her hands on this, what is it going to mean? What is going to happen? And to me, it seemed like there needed to be more meaning behind this item, that we could use it to further the story plot or do something with it, whether she won it or lost it.
Right. Well, it's one of my favorite words in the book. It is just so cute. Now, I found the characters really likable and easy to get attached to. I mean, I actually miss them now that the book's done, and I don't like that part. But I recently heard a writer say that a part of themselves is revealed in every character. Do you think that's true for your characters?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely Vince.
And I'm the devil. I'm the I don't want to say it. It'll give it away.
No, don't say that. You give too much away.
So you can't tell me which characters are most like yourselves then, huh?
None of them.
You're not going to answer specific questions about the characters. That's not fair. So you can't
There
tell
were
me
certain
which
characters that
character-
we both enjoyed writing a lot.
Yes, definitely.
And I mean,
And they're different too.
Yeah.
That's the great thing, is I really enjoyed writing one of the female characters a lot. Really enjoyed writing Tatiana.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had so much fun with her.
And she's a great character to write. I had
Right.
fun with her too, but I had more fun with two of the male characters.
Alright.
You're so shocked to hear and learn that I had more fun with male characters.
No, really? I already know one. I believe I know one.
Which
Which
one?
one?
Jacques.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Tia wrote Jacques.
Jacques was one of mine.
Yeah.
You know what? Now I can see that.
Yeah.
So tell me about the bonus material.
The bonus material will consist of the approximately 13,000 words we removed from the book as we were editing. One would be the prologue. That will be available once we get the Kickstarter up and going. And among the perks that we have will be included the two of the chapters that we removed that didn't hinder the plot, didn't forward the plot, but it's neat stuff because we think it's neat stuff.
And I'm sure it must be neat stuff.
It's just a little
Well,
bit too
I'm going to enjoy the extra chapters. I didn't want it to end, and I think that, anyone who reads it is going to be like, whatever extra you have, they'll be happy to read. I mean, it does flow really quickly. You don't even realize how far you've gone, and you don't want to stop at one chapter, so you immediately go to the next, and then it's done. And you want more, you want more. So yeah, bonus material. Excellent. Looking forward to that.
Cool.
So how did you come up with the symbol design? Was it something you created just,
It's all him.
Well, we discussed what it was going to look like, and I did a rendering that we have in one of the files someplace, and I would actually like to do it again because I saw it about 2 weeks ago, and I went, oh man, that's so sloppy, and I can do better than that. The element that we're using as the hidden design, the element that we're using in the book cover, which will be revealed eventually, is something that I drew but we discussed, and then after it was drawn she took it into Photoshop and tightened it and neatened it and balanced it a lot, and we said, that's really nice, I like that. I was very happy with it. I believe Tia was happy with it.
I like it. I said I had a little peek, and I really like it. It is original, and once I think it'll be neat if it is on the cover, because then as they talk about it throughout the book, you envision it in the places that you talk about it. So it's really cool. I like that. We talked about Mickey. We didn't talk about the main character. We didn't even mention her name, and she is a very interesting character. Where did she come from?
That would be Mackenzie Deneen,
Mackenzie Ray Deneen, yes.
a.k.a. Mickey.
Where did she come from?
So where did Mickey come from?
Boston. But she lives in New York now, and she works for a design firm.
That's not what I'm asking, you know it. There's little imagination. Was she a collaborative character as well?
I
All the
think
way
that,
through, yeah.
probably Mickey was
Because-
one of the biggest collaborative characters.
So when is this book due to come out? When are you looking to have this book actually come out? I have all my friends waiting in line, and they want the answer to
I want
this.
to see the line before we answer that question.
Okay, let me call my friends over now. A lot of them are out of town, darn it.
Oh,
I
dang.
do not have a line.
So that's how big that line is. It
It
extends
is from here
out
to
of
there.
Town.
Okay.
Right.
Answer the question.
Seriously, I'm hoping to have it ready for general consumption by October. I
Okay.
know that seems a long time away from July, but there's still a lot left to do. Raise the funds, first of all. We really can't move forward without the funding. I mean, we can move forward with the ebook and release it as an ebook, but this book has been 10 years in the making.
Wow.
And not from, just our lives are busy, and it always seems like it got set to the back burner while we dealt with life and other things in life.
Well, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to give me a little insight on how this was written, and I can't say enough how much I enjoy it, and I can't wait to share it with everyone.
Thank
So-
you.
Well, thank you for sitting and talking with us. We
And
appreciate
the
it.
Divine coming out in October, everyone needs to read.
No, I think we're good. So
Okay, you go through it, you edit, and you need something, you know, we can most definitely add, or if something came out kind of goofy and you want to make sure we have it in there.
If something came
a
out,
lot of this came out kind of
Kinda
goofy.
goofy,
but
yeah.
Oh,
that's
no,
okay.
the fantasy, turn off the tape though.